Okay, today we're going to talk about what happens when you deposit $100 per month, and the average mutual fund rate right now is about 10.23% globally. And your banks, it's obviously not that. Mine's 0.4%, pretty shabby. But now that I've learned all this new information, let's share it. So you can become a millionaire by the time you retire. It's not that difficult, folks. So when all these people are out there claiming, pay your fair share and whatever, this is my little spiel. Or worried about how people make money. This is how you make money. Take money, put it away, save it with a decent interest rate in a mutual fund or whatever you can find that's actually a good rate, and keep it there and let it grow. Build your nest. That way, when you retire, after all your bills are paid, your house is paid off, learn to manage your money. Don't be frivolous. Then you too can retire with at least $1 million. It is possible. Okay, of course, if you start later in life, you got to put more in the bank. But let's say you start at the age of 17, 18 years old. You drop $100 in the bank every month or in the mutual fund. You just deposit. Start out with zero. Okay, so after 1 year, you've deposited $1,200, and take that $1,200 times 0.1023. So that, as you can see right here. Okay, so that gives us $122.76. Add those two together, the deposits plus the interest, and you got $1,322.76. Okay. Now, next is to take E2, as you can see right here, and we're going to add E2 and C3 together, and then multiply those times 1.1023, and that gives us $250.08. Now, this could be different if we did it month by month, which I'm not going to. It may show a little, pennies here, pennies there. But, if you want to try that, go ahead. Then add the previous balance plus the deposits plus the interest, and that gives you $2,780.84. Next. So I'm not going to keep going through this piece by piece. So let's go to the last cell, which is D3. Go to the lower right-hand corner. That forms a black cross. Left click and drag it all the way down to the last cell of information. And now it looks like it's going to repeat, but however, we still have this other piece of information to drag down as well. Okay, so now if you get these little symbols, no numbers, so go over to Format, slide down to Auto Fit Column Width, and there you go. So at the end of 43 years, okay, and you say, hey, how can I be a millionaire? I'm like, okay, so you've only got $839,182.69. Okay, so that means, and that's at the age of 60. Well, most people, let's say they average another 5 years, 65 years old. So let's add another 5 years to their life. And say, okay, I can work till I'm 65, and then I'm going to call it quits. Let's see how much I have in the bank. Okay, so let's just drag it out a little bit more. Okay, that's pretty close, right? 839,000. So after 5 years, let's do that auto fit column width. $1,373,813.41. You are now a millionaire. Of course, you're going to spend it, so that's okay. Now, what happens if I deposit $200 a month? Okay, 200 says I should make more money. Well, that should be the obvious. Okay, so let's just for sake say all the way to. Okay, so did the same process times 0.1023 gives you that 245.52. Add it together, gives you a balance 2645.52. Then add L2 and L3 times 0.1023. That gives you 516.16. So at the end of 2 years, your numbers have doubled. Wow. So let's take, all right, as you notice that the amount just doubles each year, and as it should, because you double your first year. So now let's drag that all the way down to the end of age 60. Okay. All right, so by the age of 60, if you deposit you've already got $1 million. Look, you almost caught, by doubling your amounts per month, you've almost caught, at the age of 60, you almost caught what you would make at the age of 65. It actually surpasses at the age of 63. So let's say, okay, I want to go 5 more years like this. All right, so let's go 5 more years to the age of 65. because the average ages of life expectancy are between 73 and 80 years old. Okay. All right. So at the age of 65, you now have $1,879,840. You have just, okay, now that's without the pennies in there. All right, so let's change this to make sure we have two decimal places. Let's drag that back down. Obviously, it's not going to be whole numbers. See if that makes a difference. Okay, auto fit column width. Boom. Okay, we said 1.8 million. So yeah, and you got some change. You got 61 cents added on. Okay, so at the end of 48 years of working, age 6 and saving. Maybe not necessarily all working, but saving. At the age of 65, you got to withdraw your money, which you can actually pull at the age of 59 and a half. But you're like, just let it sit there a little bit longer, see what happens. You made between age 59, let's say 60, and at the age 65, you made another $700,000 just by letting it sit. Amazing. You just paid yourself $140,000 a year. Unbelievable. So let's drop this. Let's say that's let's make that $250 per month. $250. Okay, $250 a month, which changes these numbers to $3,000 per year, and that is going to change everything drastically. So let's go to the age of, let's just take it all the way to 65. All right. Oh, that's okay. That's not good. All right, back that up because, all right. So now this is equals. So we're gonna don't start from the first one. I start from the second one. Okay. Drag it down. See if that changed anything. Oh, it did. Took care of everything for us. Good. So it automatically made the changes. All right. So now we have at the end of 48 years, you now have $2.3 million. You had 1 million at age 56. So you had $1 million in your mid-50s. Remember, you can't touch your money until you're 59 and a half. So let's say 60. You got about $1.5 million. You're like, 5 more years. What the heck? You have to sit for 5 more years. You made another about $850,000 letting it sit 5 more years. Amazing. So that is what the power of exponential looks like, compound interest. Put your money there, save it up, let it build, let it grow. And people are like, oh, I can't save. It's because your spending habits. All right, so this is Joe Ray. If you need any help here on how to do all this, contact me and we'll get you started. Have a wonderful day.